reggae invaded Europe during the 1970s, West Germany was one of its biggest conquests.
Take a joyful sound to make the world go round.
And when the Berlin Wall came down in 1989, the East showed that they too were onto the music, even though live concerts and record distribution were restricted under the communist regime. Almost immediately after the reunification, the East was demanding its own shows. The United Germany was soon the single biggest market in all of Europe. Inaugurated in the mid-1980s, Summer Jam was one of many such festivals seeded around the world by the Jamaican original Reggae Sunsplash, a three-day rapture that celebrates all elements of reggae's culture, including food, apparel, and even lingua.
Big up to Jamaica!
That attracts patrons from around the globe.
I'm from Gambia. We are from Kenya.
From Sweden.
Aus Hamburg. Aus Kissing.
But at this, the 28th staging of Summer Jam, none of the 3 days is headlined by a Jamaican. Newcomer to the genre, Snoop Lion had top billing on opening night. Reggae's leading man in Europe and son of Cologne, Gentleman, heads night 2, while Afro-German Patrice tops closing night's lineup.
5 years ago, 6, 7 years ago, it was more of us.
We must recognize right now most of the artists, although they are reggae artists, they are not Jamaicans.
Jamaica as a society, as a nation, has been all about dancehall music for the past decade.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And in a lot of places internationally, they don't understand dancehall music. They cannot relate to it.
Yes.
So them want reggae music like what Bob Marley give them, Peter Tosh and the elders. Come up to people like Garnet Silk, Lucian, or I, and you know, the list goes on.
Yes.
So if they're not getting it from Jamaica, they might go find somewhere to get it. That is why I know a person like Alberosi, he's the biggest name in reggae in Europe, where him come to Jamaica, come build himself, learn the culture, learn to speak the language authentic. And he's went back to his homeland, and he's the headliner where we from Jamaica, when we on stage with Alberosi, we are opening for him. You go in America now, you have people like Revolution, Iration, Soja, The Green, even J-Bug. These are the people who have filled the slots because the international audience, they never turned their backs on reggae. Okay. They never stopped loving
Absolutely.
reggae.
And it's funny you mentioned Soja, because we went to we're doing a story on them right now.
Okay.
We went to Puerto Rico last weekend to interview them and to see them in action.
Yes.
And they're saying the same thing. They're actually confirming what you're saying about Jamaica not delivering what Jamaica is known for.
Wow.
Now they're a force to be reckoned with.
There you go.
In America, I think they're now the #1 reggae act in the US.
Oh yes, they are. And we know them personally.
Okay, with millions of fans around the world.
Yes.
Around the world. It just shows that we as Jamaicans is like, we are so creative that we're always creating something new. And we get tired of what we create quickly.
But we're forgetting about our fans.
We're forgetting about our fans because you create something that becomes a hit here in Jamaica today, you're done with it. It's next year that going to be a hit somewhere else in the world.
Yes.
You understand? And this is what we have to understand, where even Jamaica government need to look at the music of Jamaica and understand that this is not something we just look upon and say, a little ghetto people thing, or through a Rastaman do reggae music. Them know how to do nothing. Them have something to do with it.
Yes.
Because reggae music represents Jamaica. You understand? Other than green banana and sugar cane and backside. And
it is our most powerful export.
Without a doubt.
It gets to places that none of us
wouldn't dream
have ever been.
Never.
And it's influencing people that we will
Globally.
never know. Globally. So reggae is Jamaica.
Absolutely.
So if brand Jamaica means anything to them, to government.
There you go.
Because in Jamaica, we're in a foundation, reggae music and dancehall music created. The facility wasn't created to support the music itself.
Yes.
We need more revenue. People need to invest. I want to say money make in reggae music, but you know, the body of reggae music need to invest back in reggae music. So whenever we say, I-OCTANE going to Europe, I carry my band.
Yes.
Nobody not tell me, say, no, come alone and come sing for a band over here.
Yeah.
You know, if Gentleman a move, you have to bring Gentleman and even Rottweiler, everything. Because them develop that, so people oftentimes, people know them for that. You know, whenever an artist over here say, all right, we are travel with a band, etc., all of those things. You hear say, yo, some artists were bigger than you before, never do it. And how you come and try change reggae
Who's saying
music
that
and
to
you
you?
just
Your
oftentimes
own-
promoters say them thing there.
The promoters in Europe?
Yes. You know, how you just come. These artists are bigger than you, never do that. So why you feel like you can come change music? We're not about to use it. We're going to use the artist instead. You know? So when you stand out and hold it, it just look like you give all of the trouble in reggae.
No.
But you stand up for it.
I wouldn't care a lot about that because it's going to come down to your own pulling power and your fan base.
Yeah.
And who's asking for I-OCTANE. So I can ignore the promoter right now because I am working on my craft and I believe in me.
Yes.
And I know I will resonate in Germany, in Italy, in France, in all these countries eventually. And when that happens, I dare you, promoter, to not call me.
Yes. But you can't even blame the promoters. As I said, different angle. You can't even blame them because, as I was saying, as we as Jamaicans doing reggae music, we need to come together and know, say, we push it. You know? We push it and know, say, yeah, everybody stand behind it itself. Not I-OCTANE closing dance all night, getting rich and take all of that for himself. You know? So we need to invest into the brand itself and reggae itself. That means that people appreciate it more. Not just the sound or what is on the record. You know, because you have to, when a song go there, you as the artist have to go and represent that song. So how you are going to represent that song? Can you imagine me I do a festival, every artist overseas, you know, with bass, overseas, band, everything, and me come and sing on tracks.
Share for me. Share with us, OCTANE, if you will.
Yeah.
Your deepest dream for dancehall.
Well, I'm a cross the board artist, you know, so I do both.
Yes.
My deepest dream as well,
For Jamaica's music.
yeah, I just you know, outline some of the things them. It's for we to come together as musicians, vocalists, etc., all of those things, and invest more into reggae music, not just for personal benefits.
Yes.
You know, invest more in reggae music. So
you're committed to that.
Yes, that's why I close it. It's a hard task. I know that.
Yes.
You know, and Jamaican is so dire.
So you're prepared to do just about anything
yes,
that is
sacrifice OCTANE
right
for reggae music,
for the music
itself.
You're serious about that thing?
Yes,
OCTANE?
we sacrifice OCTANE for the music itself because look on Bob. Bob no utilize nothing when he put out. You not get to utilize no legacy, none spend none of money, do nothing. But what? Bob paved the way so me and other artists can have the privilege to even freedom of speech. We say certain things on record and you don't get penalized for it. You know? So even if me, I go dance all night and people walk out. So for instance, people walk out. At least we do it. So the younger artists them will come up, I can inspire them for say, OCTANE do it, me can do it. Because you know, have no new youth as well, say, we're brave enough. And you have to be brave enough. You have to tell yourself, say, yo, me I do this. You know what I mean? Marcus, you have to tell you have to motivate yourself. So I know the pros and cons and the disadvantages and the advantages. I know. And I know what is against me and what can I do. Everybody knows OCTANE is a great performer. Nobody not dispute that. Although we have enough more, you know, we have other things to grow and learn. You know, nobody not dispute that. But you have to be brave enough to know, say, after the icons them, being the bounty killer them, you know, on that same stage, if people are willing enough. And you have to make sure so you take that ego thing there and the pride out of your mind and know, say, yo, if I have 10 people left back in the venue, me I gotta do the same show and perform. Because at the end of the day, me not just doing this for OCTANE. Me doing this for reggae music itself.
On that note, sir, I want to thank you for coming and sharing with us. And what is standing out in my mind, something you just said, about the sacrifice made by the King, Bob Marley, and others.
Yes.
And if they can do it,
Who
to
am I?
give us freedom of speech,
Yes.
freedom of movement globally, and
Globally.
created a platform for you, then you must be prepared to sacrifice a little too.
Yes.
And that, I think, is very, very profound, and we'd like to hear coming out of more youngsters. Sir. Here's Butcher Banton on the issue as far back as 2006.
Right now when you look across here, we see the white man, we know disrespecting none of them, has taken reggae to a next level. You have Gentleman, Chicken Jack for Kool and all these other man band. Even Patrice, who used to come and watch me rehearse in Europe and watch me sound check. Now in my headline show, I'm performing just like Butcher Banton. But how we gonna prostate this thing if we are not putting ourselves in the position to? These people are gonna run away with our heritage, man.
And so, Bob Marley would say we gotta put the heathen back against the wall.
Music maestro. Listen up. Hold on. I don't want to rush it in, you know. I can never stop play this one. I when I hold angry, I want to sing this one. Gotta truth must always be heard. So the generation that come after I and I and after I and I shall have a knowledge of what we stand for and fought for. We want to nowadays identify with something and 5 feet apart from money, girl and gold. You know? Because we see true lies and destruction of our soul, our vanity. So when we separate ourselves and start to uplift for people them, so people them can go with manners.
Rise up, falling fighters. Rise and take your
lives again. Those who fight and run away will
live to fight another day.
But it seems like you have some man we're covered.
Try to put the heathen back in. The heathen back again. On the wall of the heathen back in. As a man, so shall he reap. And I know that talk is cheap. But the hot and the battle, come on, sweet your victory. At the heathen back there, on the wall, the heathen back there, on the wall.
And when we know that a politician never know you until either you can trust one thing or you can get your thing.
Them constitution. Long time them did a joke and we are fed up of promises and hopeless hope. Ballot box must be empty, but house closed. No one harm no one. Through the corner have been closed now. Some just play greedy, no matter how we teach. Oh yeah.
Rise oh, rise oh, rise oh, rise oh. Rise and take the stance again. Is he who fight and
run away? We live to fight this one more day. Daddy, reaching out to all them battlefronts who mix up in battocracy. But it seems like you have some man who are covered. But anyhow, who make the battlecrats step over and
Can I come to German and French? And with the black man there in the middle, you know, see, so what I do? Stand up and watch the French and the German take over. And I have to know the sound come from. Africa we are dealing with, but not to defend yourself as long as you're there. We're all right to live. You know, we're all right to live. 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 And we black people, the suffering people, the first shall be the last and the last first. But I say, though we are the sufferers, today, God black, so we going to become a good people.
Bob, keep on talking to the people. They might never hear your voice again. Keep on talking to them for a little while until you're cool, man.
A lot of points I want to clean up with these people, man. Rastafari is God Almighty with no apology. You know, and I'm not boasting, but we're proud to know that God black. You know, just that, we just feel brave.
And I'm very much proud of Jamaica because at the end of the day, the rest of the world love the music from a long time, but it is the Jamaican audience who accepted it, and then reintroduce it to the rest of the world and make them know, say, yes, our youth, this is our gift to the world. So give thanks to all of the supporters in Jamaica who follow in the music. Don't make nobody detour your mind from good music. If not me, there's a lot of other artists doing good music. Follow them, nurture them, and make sure so the world get them.
How you feel?